I have to talk about what is going on in Ethiopia right now because there is a chance that a man who brutally hurt and unalived a 7-year-old child will be free again very soon. Some of the details I want to talk about are incredibly horrific and graphic, so if you cannot listen to that right now, I understand. Also, bear in mind that most of the things that I could find in this case were from Ethiopia, so it was kind of hard to translate most of them. I did try my best, but if I made any type of mistakes, please correct me. This is Heaven, who was a beautiful little 7-year-old full of life and happiness. Heaven and her sister grew up with their single mom, who you can see up here. They lived next to a woman who was either related to Heaven's mom or a very close family acquaintance. That is something I can really find out due to translation issues. But yeah, this man right here was the husband of that woman, the woman who was apparently related to Heaven's mom. That couple also had multiple children, and they usually played with Heaven and her sister. Just like many days, Heaven's mom, who was a nurse, had to go to work because she knew that family and she knew that other mom, and she was related to her, or either, related or acquainted, you know what I mean. She trusted her with watching over her children. So when she left, Heaven and her sister were playing with the 3 little girls of the other family. Some time passed, and the mom of the other family also had an appointment, so she had to leave as well, leaving the kids with her husband. And in a normal situation, there would be nothing wrong with that because, you trust your husband, you love your husband. Why shouldn't you be able to leave your kids and other kids with that man to protect them and to watch over them? But for that man, that was the perfect opportunity he had been waiting for. He separated Heaven from the rest of the group, and then he brutally S8'd her, and that is also like a translation issue. He either poured cement or soil in her mouth so she would stop screaming. This was planned. This man had been waiting for this moment for a long time. He wanted to get her alone, to do whatever he wanted to her. As far as I could find out, he unalived her by strangling her. And then because the attack, caused a lot of blood to be on Heaven, he put bleach on her to clean her. And as far as I could understand, he tried to mutilate her in a way so it would look like she fell from a higher up place and hurt herself, and that is how she passed away. So she was found at the front of the house, and I think he tried to make it look as if she fell from a roof or something. Some reports also say that his 15-year-old son and some other family members tried to help him clean up Heaven and put her body in a position where it would look like an accident. But once again, those are the things that I cannot really verify due to translation issues. Another report says that after the fact, his sisters tried to help him and tried to, cover up the entire thing. But yeah, he was sentenced to 25 years in prison, which also enraged a lot of people because I believe in Ethiopia there is the unaliving penalty, and people were upset that he did not get that, because what crime could be worse than doing such a thing to a child? But now you would think, great, he got his sentencing, he will be behind bars for a long time, so you cannot hurt children. But now here comes, his lawyers. They want to get his sentence appealed, and from a few sources that I could find, it seems like, the judicial system might even do that. It was also stated that, the people who support him believe that the unaliving penalty would be unfair in this case, which that is a wild thing to say. And another thing that's happening is that the Mother of Heaven is being threatened left, right, and center for speaking out about Heaven's case and for trying to bring attention to it. She's made out as this, villain who's trying to ruin this man's life. And it seems as if people don't care about the fact that he ruined hers. He took her child from her in the worst way possible. And he doesn't seem like he feels guilty for it. He doesn't care. By the way, not meaning that if he would feel guilty for it, that it would change anything, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, the way her mom is being treated by a certain group of people is incredibly disgusting. Because how dare you tell a mom to not speak up about her deceased child? Especially when, the lawyers of the perpetrator are trying to get him free again. So he might even do it to other children as well. It is so important that this case gets a lot of attention, national and international attention. So the people who are deciding over this case know that they are being watched by the entire world. And that this isn't just something they can sweep under the rug, as they did with a lot of other similar cases. The question should be whether or not his sentence should be longer than 25 years, not less or even no sentence at all. Heaven and her mom deserve justice, and it is on all of us to make sure that they get it.